In today's video, we're cooking Boston butt on the pit barrel, also known to you southern people, pork butt. Hey, this is Ricer from Dead Broke Barbecue of Wisconsin, and on this channel, we try to help you enhance and amplify your backyard barbecue fun. In today's video, we're gonna be cooking a Boston butt on a pit barrel. Now this will be the first time that I've used this pit barrel cooking a Boston butt, and this is the follow-up to cooking a brisket on a Traeger. Check the card above if you've missed it. You probably want to start there. You'll get a little bit of the backstory on this video. Now I only cooked one time on this pit barrel before I went to my friend Dale's house, and I cooked ribs and they turned out excellent. But pork butt, it's a bigger meat and it takes more time, so I was a little nervous. On Boston butts, I like to inject them. Gives us a little bit more moisture and a little added flavor to the pork. On one of them we added Dr. Pepper, and in the other one we added pineapple juice. In a few of these clips, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do a voiceover because we had a mic malfunction, and on our low budget camera system, there ain't much we can do except for try to fix what we made. But that's what you get sometimes when you buy junk off from Amazon. Darn Amazon junk. So this is a great time for you to become a subscriber to our channel. It only helps us to get YouTube's attention that we're doing something right. All right, so enough blabbling. Let's get to cooking. So on the pork butts, I don't trim a lot, and these are actually going to go on the pit barrel. You want to always make sure you get these little glands out. This is just gross ucky poo, and this is for backyard barbecue. We want a little fat on it, so I'll trim this up a little bit, and then I'll show you the next spot. Okay, so then I usually take this part off here a little bit, and same with down here. Get in there and just take a little bit of that fat off. The money muscle's inside here, but this is just like a little piece that goes around the money muscle. And that's it for this side. On the fat side, I'm really not gonna do a lot to this, to be honest with you. I'm gonna keep this as the protection. It's okay to trim off a little bit of the fat, because this is just gonna burn up anyways. So if you wanna pick away at it a little bit, go ahead. I end up leaving most of the fat cap on there, just for protection for the meat. Okay, so now it's time to make our injection. What we're gonna do is use some Killer Hogs, just regular rub. We're gonna use some Dr. Pepper and some Cosmos Moisture Magic. Put a little bit of the rub in here. Something like that. We're gonna take some Moisture Magic, and then this one, I'm just gonna dump some Dr. Pepper in there, and then we'll mix it up. So now we're gonna start injecting it. I always inject from the sides. Okay, you find that muscle, get her in there, and I've got it set up for 5 cc's. Work it around, you'll start seeing that muscle just blow right up. You can go back here and put a little bit in. It'll squirt back at you once in a while, so just watch out. It's telling you. Thanks a lot. And you'll just keep on poking away. Try to get her pretty consistent. And again, now on this one, we're gonna do a pineapple juice, Killer Hogs, regular barbecue sauce, and the Moisture Magic. Get some in there. I don't put a lot. You don't want to clog up your injector because there's nothing worse than being clogged up when you're trying to inject. Okay, so mix it up. Same process here. I typically always come from the side, work her around right in the center. Okay, so then we throw it over on the other side. You know, you gotta watch out for the bone. Obviously, it's gonna be all right through there. And same thing on this side. All right, so now we've got these all trimmed and injected. Wrapped in cellophane, ready to put away in the cooler. And then in the morning, we're gonna get these babies cooking. We'll see you later. We're gonna do the pork butts. And remember, we had the Dr. Pepper injected and we had the pineapple injected. So, and today when we cook these on the pit barrel, we're actually just gonna put them on the rack. Get them all seasoned up here, both sides. Layer on the flavor. We already started the charcoal chimney, and then we're gonna top them off with some Killer Hogs. And this is where we're gonna get a color. You can be pretty liberal of this. It's a big chunk of meat too. Cover it up. And you don't rub your rub, obviously. Most of you guys are gonna know that. You just tappity tap. And what we're gonna do when we put this on the grill, we're gonna put a toothpick or two in the Dr. Pepper one. All right, next step is we're gonna be heading out to those grills. We're gonna have the pit barrel and the tray. Those are nice and hot. Now we'll get them in the pit barrel and get that set. I wanna spread them around a little bit. And then we've got some cherry. We're gonna be smoking the brisket today on black cherry. and just regular cherry for the pork butt. We got some chunks. Spread them out throughout the bottom. They'll sit nice. Yep. The first one we're putting on is our pineapple. Our second one is our Dr. Pepper. We put a couple toothpicks in the top of them. Get the re-rod back in. This baby's burning cold. It's burning.
So I called my good friend Jeff from Dead Broke Barbecue. He came over to help me with the Traeger for the special party we have today. Then he surprised me and he brought his pit barrel. And we're doing some pork butts on there. This is a super treat. I've never seen something like this. So it's pretty cool. I just spritzed the brisket, so he's going to let me try to spritz the pork butts also.
Puppies are looking good. We are about 2.5 hours in. And hey, we're getting some good color. We're at about 140 already.
Oh, that was awesome. Smells great. Nothing like a great charcoal barbecue with a little cherry wood.
Okay, so we're gonna check out this last pork butt. We do have one that's been wrapped already. So let's check out what we got. This side's a little light. We're at 153. Yeah, we're gonna pull it and wrap it still. We got enough smoke on it. Alright. Get this guy out. Okay, so now we've got our last pork butt done. We'll take this one off and wrap them up. What we did with this one is we actually used our Dr. Pepper, and I marked that with just a couple toothpicks. Same thing, we're gonna kind of make a little boat so it don't spill all over the counter. Get your boat kind of made. I'm gonna take a little Dr. Pepper and just pour over that. Ooh, hear that stuff fizzle. Yum and numb. Then we're gonna take a little bit more of our rub, again, our Killer Hogs, and just cover the top up a little bit. So we're gonna get this one out now, get it up to temp about 200, especially get it to probe tender. That's what we're looking for. And we'll just wrap it up, put this baby back on the pit barrel. It's been kind of a fun cook. Learned a few things with this today. First time that we've ever used it, so that's been fun too. It runs pretty smooth. Set it and forget it. The reason why the other one was done maybe a little earlier was because we had a little more fire on that side. Well, you can tell probably from our film, we've got nearly 3 feet of snow in this area. It's been a big winter, a lot of snow. That whole area there's not a lot of air coming through it. But hey, it's cooking. Get this back on the pit barrel. We'll check back after it's time to pull them, wrap them in a blanket, and give them a little nap. Okay, so we're gonna check this first pork butt, see what we're doing. 290, 206, oh yeah, she's done. There's butter too. Perfect. I had to pull one of the re-rods out before because we actually had one side of the charcoal kind of went down on us, so I guess watch that. Make sure when you check inside that all the charcoal is going all the way around the whole thing. So this one's got a little bit more to go. We'll come back and check it out a little bit. All right, so we pulled one of the pork butts and we pulled the brisket. We're gonna let them steam out a little bit because you don't want them to keep on cooking after you wrap them in a blanket and put them in the cooler. So I typically always just let them steam off. We do that a little bit. We're gonna wrap them up, and in 2 hours we're gonna be carving into these bad boys. Sum up this Boston butt cook. We trimmed the fat, got out those nasty glands. We injected with Dr. Pepper and pineapple juice. We seasoned the Boston butt with salt, pepper, garlic, Killer Hogs, regular rub. We cooked for an internal temperature of 206 degrees or probe tenderness, and we let it rest for approximately 2 hours before we started pulling the pork. Now I consider this one a very successful cook, being it was our first time. We had a great smoke ring and it tasted awesome. And it's always great when people start grabbing a few pieces because then you know it smells good, and when you see them smiling, you know it tastes good. This one was borderline, just on the edge, right before the edge of turning a little dry for my taste, but again, First time on the pit barrel, I'm satisfied with it. I just think I need to watch my temps a little sooner. The thing that I did learn is that if you stack it up on top of some snow, be ready to move it, because as it heats up, it melts that snow and it sinks down. We only had to do it twice, but I think that might be one of the reasons why our charcoal kind of got snuffed out there a little bit, and I had to pull one of the rods so I could get more airflow in it. But we just picked it up, moved it over, and it started cooking again. We had a great time making this video. Dale is a natural, and I want to see some comments below about how Dale should probably be in some more of my videos. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, become a subscriber, turn on them notification bells, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with Dead Broke Barbecue. We'll see you soon. I'm tired too. We'll check back after we wrap them in a blanket. We'll check back after we wrap them in a blanket